Hello and welcome to another Zack Carnage video. Now I have to apologise in advance. I'm not actually at home at the moment. I am on the road, I guess, and so I can't use my normal camera. So this is going to come through my iPod. Hopefully it's good enough quality for you. And I'm sorry about the shakiness, but there's not a lot I can really do about that. So here we have the new Tau Codex. Lovely artwork on the front and some nice shots of the miniatures on the back, including those new ones everyone's so excited to see. Now I got a copy of this and also the character Fireblade from a GW store here. I am going to be getting the new broadside and the Crisis Commander. I've pre-ordered those, but they're being held at the store for me, so they're not here now. So here we are, we've got the Commander, plasma rifle on the shoulder, cyclic ion blaster on the arm. Inside, nice artwork of the Tau vehicles against some Eldar stuff, so new against old. Obviously second oldest. If you've watched my videos you know Necrons are clearly the oldest. And here we go, into the introduction. On the galaxy's eastern fringe, a new empire is rising. Ambitious and united in purpose, the Tau seek to spread their enlightened way across the galaxy. Some really nice pictures in here of the new stuff. And some very cool rules, very cool artwork. A lot of stuff to go through. I'm not going to do it all now. I thought I'd talk a bit about what's in the Codex. So we've got information about how the Tau originally were. We've got a bit on the Montau, the different spheres of expansion, how Farsight left the main Tau forces. A lot of really nice artwork. It's good to finally get a full colour Tau Codex. This is the old artwork from the front of the Codex. Now, new drones rules, and okay, so we've got some warlord traits here which are going to give you things like Skyfire, make you more stealthy, things like that. The new drones, no longer, as far as I can tell, I've only done a preliminary reading of this, they're no longer the same unit type as your units. So that means in your sniper drone team, you can move the drones because they're jump infantry, whereas the spotter is only infantry, but you can still move them and shoot. Or you should be able to anyway. Which is a really nice little update for it. So we've got some information on the drones here, all BS2 pretty much. Yeah, all got the same stat line, all jump infantry drones. Different things for each of them, new rules on when you've got them with an independent character. When the independent character is killed, whilst part of his unit, the drones actually become part of that unit. So even though the character's dead, the drones aren't gone. See, the new thing is that it's not a drone controller that gets you drones, it's actually just having a crisis suit. So here's, look at the Commander, the Ethereals. They kind of took a hit, the Ethereals, but I don't know, they got some cool new special rules in there. Here's the Fireblade, and I can confirm that from earlier I did say, here we go, if the Fireblade in every model in his unit remains stationary, their pulse weapons fire an additional shot. Okay, so back to the drones. When you've got a battle suit now, you can equip it with drones without purchasing a drone controller in excess. And in addition to that, all drones are now 12 points each, which is great, because shield drones are spending 15 points and you can barely do anything with it. You just sort of use it as some shielding. So here's a Crisis Team bit. The drone controller will actually up the BS to be the same as your unit. That's all it does. I'm not going to go through all the point costs and everything. I'm just going to give you a quick look at all of this cool new stuff. Skyray looks a bit more useful now because it looks as if it's going to be able to take on your flyers. So that's going to be like your main anti-flyer unit. And the velocity trackers, I think they're called, which you can give to your broadsides. Here's Farsight. The velocity trackers that you can give to your broadsides will let them choose whether or not they're going to be able to fight with Skyfire. So that's a useful thing. Actually, you can give that to any battlesuit pretty much. If it's not a character. So, got a new ethereal character here as well, which is nice. information on the weapons. The croup weapons can now actually take either the standard pulse rounds, or you can give them sniper rounds, which is cool. Now, the main thing is the huge update on the ion weapons. Every single ion weapon can be overcharged. Basically, this means you can either shoot it with a normal profile. In the case of the cyclic ion blaster, it's now strength 7 AP4 assault 3, so no rending or anything is, which is kind of different, you know. So you got a much higher strength, but you've got the AP4 all the time. But you can also choose to overcharge it. You just say, okay, now I'm going to overcharge it. Then you roll to see if it gets hot, and you get the new profile. So that's pretty much it. Whereas with the Riptide, you will actually roll with a Nova reactor, and it can apply different effects. If I try and find it again, I've probably lost it now. Have a quick look. Here we go, the Riptide. Yeah, some really nice artwork of it in here actually. So you can, here we go, you can use the Nova reactor and you can roll it. On a 1 or a 2 you're going to fail. Everything else is going to overcharge it, so you can apply the Nova Shield, the Boost, Ripple Fire or Nova Charge effects. And it's the only unit which can take shielded missile drones, which is quite nice actually, because you get the shield generators and you get the missile pods. So there is the addition of, we've got some new characters in here, Long Strike, Dark Strider. I'm not going to go through them all, you can get more information about them online, somewhere else. Some cool progression of the different suits. Now some people were saying that this Fireblade might get an increased armor save because he's wearing a lot more armor, but no, he does actually wear the combat armor, same as the rest of the normal Tau Firewise, and gets a 4+ armor save. Now here is actually, this paragraph here is very interesting because it says that all of these battlesuits here are instantly equipped with multi-trackers and black sun filters. So that means that your crisis suits, you don't have to pay extra for a multi-tracker. And they've already got black sun filter, and so does the broadside, so you're not going to have to pay for those. And in addition to that, actually, they're all a lot cheaper. So if, I mean, there's quite a cool artwork section here showing off new stuff. Actually, I'll give you a look at the new commander with the cyclic ion cannon. And the broadsides, which are probably some of my favourite new models out there. So what was I talking about? Okay. Yes, the battlesuits not only now have multi-trackers and black sun filters automatically, but they are now only 22 points each. Furthermore, you don't have to take 3 weapons and support systems. You can just take, it's now up to 3. And because it's up to 3, you can have a twin link plasma and a missile pod, or you could have 1 plasma rifle and nothing else if you wanted. So there's so many different options now to give your units. There's a cool little summary of different rules for your characters in here. Now, I probably should say Farsight, his Dawnblade is now, what was it? It's strength plus strength. Well, I'll find it in here. Strength user AP2. Yeah, strength user AP2 melee and armor bane. So that's gonna be quite interesting, you know, compared to the old rule set and the old rule set, which is probably my favourite. A lot of people interested in high yield missile pod. Now this, I was kind of disappointed in this. I thought it would be slightly better, but it's basically a missile pod that shoots twice, but it's a heavy. That's pretty much it. So when you're getting a broadside with the high yield missile pod system, like that one there, so you've got twin linked high yield missile pod system, so that's 4 shots twin linked from those, and you get the 4 shots from the smart missile system, which is exactly the same as the seeker missile. So a lot of interesting stuff here, a lot of point changes, some cool new systems for your crisis suits, which can be experimental. A lot of people are interested in, actually I'll go this way, a lot of people are interested in Pathfinders because they can now take ion rifles and special drones. So full rules on that you probably have to look up or buy the Codex, because that's probably wrong of me to tell you everything. But they can, let's see, the iron rifle is 30-inch range, strength 7, AP 4, rapid fire, unless you want to overcharge it and then you get strength 8. So, but that's a blast, so you know it's really up to you. Still not sure about how I'm going to equip my crisis suits. I'll give you one last quick look in here. Thought I'd say here, this Crisis Commander is posed slightly differently from ones we've seen before, and he's actually got a different hand. This hand is not pointing, so I'm guessing you can take different hand options. So thanks for watching this quick video. I know it's not that quick. Hopefully you'll stay tuned, as I'm going to do a lot more towel videos. This has really got me in the mood to paint up my army and start magnetizing stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video.